removing beliefs, a belief system, letting go of ideologies. North Node seeking information, seeking truths in the sign of Gemini. And then the nodes had switched before the rising of the sun again on the 25th of December, which now the nodes again in Scorpio. We have an emotional attachment to this story, the story that no longer serves us. What are we really celebrating here? What have we been celebrating the past couple of days? As I'm putting this out now on December 26th, 2021. And we'll be talking about a little bit in the week ahead here as Moon is now in Libra. But what are we really celebrating? We've been led to believe that it's a story about a man named Jesus. This is not a true story. This is a story about the sun. That every solstice, every single year, the sun reaches its lowest point for those who are in the northern hemisphere. The sun reaches its lowest point on the 21st, then perceivably stops moving north or south for 3 days, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. On the 25th, we rise 1 degree north again. This is what we're celebrating. We're celebrating the sun. And we've lost it into consuming commercialism and the biggest gift, the biggest ring, and who's got a car, and battling one another on who got what on this holiday. When what we're doing is, not only that, but like tying in with the Christian idea, the Christian concept. And it's just like everybody's got their Jesus card and Jesus knocking on the door, let me in, and here's your Jesus on your cross. And it's turned into this ridiculous consumerism. This is why I didn't put this video out before Christmas. What are we doing? What are we celebrating? This is money. That's not what we're celebrating. We're celebrating the sun. And I've been spending a lot of time in South America this year, where it's below the equator. So this is their summer. So their sun has reached the highest point, just as if would for the northern hemisphere here on June 21st. Their sun has reached their highest point. And we're celebrating this story about the sun rising. Well, it's not the story for them, for my friends below the equator. This is the height of your sun. And this story of the sun, losing its power, comes your autumn is our spring, and the fall, the descent of the sun, until the 21st of June for you and the 21st of June for us when it reaches its highest point. So the story doesn't make sense anymore. And we're in a place of dissolving the concepts, dissolving the ideas. I don't know if I'll participate in Christmas anymore with my family. We don't have, this Aquarian era doesn't have everything set up for us yet. We have to create it, you and me, us together. We're going to be creating. Are we going to choose a new calendar? Are we going to celebrate differently? Are we going to come back to rituals? Scorpio deals with rituals. What rituals are we celebrating that no longer serve this time? Or have we come into this place of knowing and awareness? Age of Aquarius. And we come into this place of knowing, what these rituals once used to be. Before it was Christmas, it was Saturnalia, and the servants would be masters, and the masters would serve the servants. There's been many, many names for what Christmas was before the age of Pisces. But we're at a place now where we're in the know. Do we still want to have from Santa Claus written on your gifts when you know who it's from? Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, whatever. No, I want to know, where is this coming from? Who put their time and energy into this? I want to know what this story is all about. It's not about a man. It's about the sun. It's about the sun. That without this sun, we would not live on this planet. Without the sun moving north again, we wouldn't have food to grow come springtime here. And my friends in the summer, it's summertime for you down in the south of the equator. Congratulations. This is a joyous moment, joyous time. But it's dissolving what these stories are about. And coming back into the fellowship and the community, the age of Aquarius is about community. And we have to pay attention to this as well. This is a little bit more than just a daily or weekly astrology report here. This is a big picture, this age of Aquarius. I had a lot of insights come to me when I was in Peru about this. And, you know, the sun. The sun is what we're celebrating here on Christmas. The Sunmas. And Leo, let me show you the chart here. Leo is the sun, a representation, right, of the sun here. Aquarius is the furthest away from the sun. It's the furthest thing away. This is the age that we're in now, the furthest away from the sun. And what is this all about? It's about technology. We're so involved in technology that we've lost a way to celebrate with the sun. We've lost our way with nature. And this is going to be a lot of work. You know, something I talked about in my last video is a lot of work to offset the balance, to come back to the sun, to come back to the original story, to dissolve the concepts of the other stories. What are we really celebrating here? All of us across the globe. Doesn't matter what religion we are, we're celebrating the sun. Moving from mutable sign Sagittarius into the cardinal sign of Capricorn, bringing great change. Letting us know there are things to do, work to be done, a focus. We have a Capricorn stellium right now, Venus conjunct Pluto, Venus retrograde. This is a big deal, Venus retrograde. What do we value? Do we value that story? Do we value the emotional belief? Do we not want to rock the boat in traditions? Hey family, I can't celebrate this, but I can celebrate this. And I would like to celebrate this with you. I'd love to celebrate the sun with you. I would love to celebrate life with you. But can we throw away the dogma that we collectively have created to keep order, control, Plutonian, order, control? Now we got the moon here moving into Libra. And we've got some pretty cool aspects, as you see here. Two little sesqui-square to the North Node. How do we feel about this? Justice. How do we feel about it? How do we think about it? How do we allow our mind to come into feeling? How do we, and not even, because we're dealing with the moon, we're dealing with feelings and emotions. And because we're dealing with Libra, cardinal sign of Libra, air sign, we're dealing with thoughts. Is this equal? Is this balanced? Are we giving more than we're receiving? Does it feel good to give more than we receive? Is that what we want to do? Are we receiving more than we're giving? How do we equal out the playing field here? We have between Venus and Pluto, look at this, a septile Venus-Pluto conjunction, transforming, changing that of which we value, making sure we are firm, yet bendable. Creating a septile over here to the South Node. This is saying it's okay to change what you believe in. This is okay to change what you did believe in. This is okay to change, allowing ourselves to look at the shadow. Emotions and belief. Why do we tie so much energy into this emotion and this belief? Do we have to share the same belief as somebody else in order to get along collectively? And then we have Chiron here, healing of oneself, to the North Node now in Taurus. This is a big change, from Gemini and Sagittarius to Scorpio and Taurus. As this deals with tradition. And we have this mega blockbuster wrecking ball here called Uranus rolling through the sign of Taurus, making sure that we're changing the tradition. This is exactly what it's about. We can create a new tradition together. We can feel good about that. We don't have to feel bad about it. We have Uranus and Neptune both creating septiles to the moon. This is fate and destiny. New energy coming your way. Maintain your place of balance. Maintain your place of peace. How good can life be? Well, it comes with challenges. But when we greet those challenges and don't run away from them, when we greet them with confidence head on, we can break through into completely new areas of our lives that we've never experienced or expected. When we're not feeling enough, when we're not feeling powerful, good enough, strong enough, smart enough, talented enough, journeyous enough. We got Mars here saying, let's go. We're allowed to go on a journey. Look how much time I've spent not going on a journey. I owe it to myself to go on a little journey. I owe it myself to get out there and to do something different, to go left instead of right, to take a different path to work today. And seeing what we've created, seeing what these human beings have created. This is what an interesting thing, this part of Scorpio here, the South Node. It's like, what have we collectively created? And what are we doing? We're dismantling everything right now. And a part of this energy, if we look back to end of 2017, 2018, I believe it was October 2017 is when Jupiter entered Scorpio. That was about a year cycle. Jupiter's about a year cycle. Now this is about an 18th month cycle where Jupiter's about expansion and more. So it was really, sweeping everything out from under the rug. Well, we're going to be doing the same thing here, but because this deals with hidden truths, a lot of stuff is going to be exposed over the next year and a half. A lot of stuff is going to be exposed over the next year and a half. And it's just starting. We're at 29 degrees of the South Node in Scorpio. North Node in Taurus, which means as the more stuff gets exposed, the more that we get to see it in the light, the more that we get to make our own opinions and judgments on it. This is Libra, our opinions and judgments on this. And then we get to determine, do we allow you to keep the power that you once had for you to make these decisions? Or do we create a new tradition? We're doing this collectively, we're doing this together. So we're all figuring this out. We're all maneuvering this energy. We're all figuring out how to dissolve the old game that's been played and passed down and told to us, completely rid our minds of the concept of the other, our past generations' belief of the world, of society, of government, of money. We're dissolving all of it, and creating something brand new. We get to decide life. We get to decide all of it. So my friends, it's good to be back. Happy holidays. Happy rising of the sun for those in North America or the north of the equator. My friends, happy peak of your summer to my friends that are south of the equator. I wish you enough on this beautiful day. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow.